Okay guys, so the first video we're going to do is the square root of 3x squared plus 10x minus 5 equals 0. So the first thing we need to do is get this 5 like on the other side of the equal sign. So we're going to plus 5 on each side. It's going to cancel out right here, plus 5. And then that 0 is going to turn to 5. So we can rewrite the problem down here. And we could do the square root of 3x squared plus 10x now equals to 5, right? So the next step we're going to do now is we're going to square each side. So we're going to square the 5, and then we're going to square this entire equation right there. So now we're going to end up with 3x squared plus 10 equals to 25. So basically what we did just now was we squared the 5 right here, we got 25, and because this was in a square root, we if you squared the square root, we're gonna get to like right here. So now right now what we have to do is we're gonna minus 25 from right here, and then minus 25. Yeah, so now we're gonna do 3x squared plus 10x, I forgot to put the x right here, 10x minus 25 equals to 0. And then we're going to take it over here, and we're going to do, now we're going to apply the quadratic formula, and we're going to do x equals to negative 10, I don't know if you guys can see, negative 10 plus or minus, and then we're going to do this sign. Then we're gonna do 10 squared minus 4 right here, and then negative 25. So we're doing over here, and then now divided by 2 times 3. So now we're basically gonna apply everything that we did. So we're gonna do x equals to negative 10 plus or minus, and then we know that 10 squared, that's 100, and then this is negative 4 times 3, that's 12, and then we're gonna take the negative 12 times the negative 25, and we're gonna get 300. So we're gonna do plus 300, and then sorry for the car, and then we have the negative 2 times 3 right here. We know that equals to 6, so now we're gonna do divided by 6. Then we're gonna go down again. We have x equals to negative 10 plus or minus. So right now we're gonna do 100 plus 300, and then we're gonna get the square root of 400 divided by 6. So now we're gonna have to divide right here. So it's gonna be x equals to negative 10 plus or minus the square root of 20 divided by 6, right? Equals, and then when we do that equation right here, the x is going to equal to 5 over 3, or you can't see, x equals to 5 over 3, or simply x equals to negative 5. Now to check your answer, to like see if you're correct, we're going to do a little check over here, and sorry it's kind of messy, but we're going to check it. Okay, so if x equals to negative 5, right? So we're going to have to do the square root of 3x squared plus 10x minus 5 equals to 0, right? So now we're going to do, and right now we're going to replace the value. So anywhere we see an x, we're going to put a negative 5, because we're saying that x equals to negative 5. So we're going to have 3 parentheses negative 5 instead of x plus 10 parentheses negative 5. Oh, I'll put x negative 5 minus 5 equals 0. Now we're going to multiply down. So now we're going to do, we know that 3 times, no, we know that negative 5 times 3, that's going to be negative 15 squared, right? Negative 15 squared plus, and then 10 times negative 5, that's going to be 50. So right here, instead of putting a plus, we're going to put a minus 50. It's going to be like a negative 50 minus 5 equals to 0. For right here now, we're going down again, and now it's going to be 75, because we're doing that. 75 minus 50 minus 5 equals to 0, right? Then now 75 minus 50, we know that's 25. So now we're going to do 25 minus the 5 from over here equals 0. Then we're going to do, we know that the square root of the square root of 25 is 5. So we're going to remove this. And now we're just going to have 5 minus 5 equals 0. And then now we have 0 equals 0. And then we know that this problem is correct.